Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new, I am so over the moon that you found me. And if you've been here before, oh my God, you came back. You really came back. That's super cool. So my name is Alonda Carter and I am the recovering Hunbot. I create daily anti-mlm videos, which include stories shared with me through my Google form link, which is in the description. And I also examine what Huns are doing on social media. So if you enjoy that type of content, consider subscribing. The video today is based on a story from one of my subscribers' experiences in MLM. I really believe it is so important to get your stories out there because it helps others who have been in MLMs see that they are not alone in their experience. And it also provides that human element that we just don't get when we poke fun of the janky Hun post. And I love doing that, but I also like, bringing in that human side so that you can, see there's real people with real lives and real issues and real reasons as to why they got involved. So if that sounds good to you about getting one of these stories, grab some coffee or tea or whatever floats your boat and, come with me and let's hear a story. An acquaintance first approached Nicole about joining Plexus, a health and a wellness multi-level marketing company, through Facebook Messenger. This person presented the opportunity as a viable alternative to traditional employment. What Nicole could get from Plexus would lead to financial freedom only after a few years of putting in some concentrated effort. In fact, the Plexus opportunity could allow anyone to retire from their regular 9-to-5 job. Unbeknownst to the Plexus distributor who approached Nicole, Nicole's marriage was not a happy one. She was in an abusive marriage and she often contemplated suicide. What the Plexus distributor told Nicole, Nicole found very appealing. She desperately wanted to get out of her marriage, and to her, the Plexus opportunity seemed like the solution. Selling the various Plexus products seemed like it would allow her to make money so that she could break free from the cycle of abuse. Plexus offered hope to Nicole. In March of 2014, Nicole spent $27 to join Plexus as a distributor, which Plexus calls ambassadors. Since Plexus sold actual products, Nicole felt confident that the company was not a pyramid scam. After all, those kinds of companies require you to sign up people under you so you can make money. And that's not what Plexus was. Plexus had products. She wanted the discount, and being a Plexus ambassador offered her to be able to have a discount on all the products. What really got her attention when it came to Plexus was seeing these other people that she knew seemed to be just making money from selling it. Well, at the very least, that's how they presented their lives on social media. And how they presented their lives on social media is exactly what made her think that they were making money. The training she received was less than stellar. The overall message was, fake it till you make it. She was taught the rule of threes. You sign up 3 people, and each person who you sign up also signs up 3 people, and so on. In theory, the sign-up chain is endless, and everyone can sign up at least 3 people. In reality, though, there are not enough people in the world to sustain the continued sign-up supply of 3 people for each person that decides to partake in the Plexus opportunity. For that matter, this model of signing up people endlessly does not work for all the other multi-level marketing companies that are doing the exact same thing. Endless recruitment into a, quote, business opportunity. According to the 2016 Income Disclosure Statement, 82.41% of Plexus ambassadors earn a mere $301 annually. At this time, Nicole had no knowledge of multi-level marketing when she just, first signed up. And She knew that the success couldn't be all that high, but she really had no idea that how few people actually, quote, were able to make it. She really thought that she had found her ticket to residual income that would be there for the rest of her life, because that's what she was told. Anyone can do this, and you can have residual income. For around 2 years, Nicole tried to get her, quote, Plexus business, unquote, up and running, but that never happened. She never even had one person join her opportunity. Even though she did not have success with growing a, quote, team, Nicole continued to purchase the products for around 3 years. If she made any money at all in a single month, it was usually around $30. Her best month was a whopping $200. What she earned from her Plexus business did not offset what she spent. Her monthly expenditure on Plexus products was around $112. For her to be considered an active distributor, Nicole needed to have 100 personal volume points, which is based off products that either she would buy or her customers would buy. When she marketed her Plexus products for weight loss, she did so on Facebook. At the time that she had joined, she was heavier and she was really desperate to find anything to help her lose weight. We're making claims that these products, would help you like with your anxiety, and you wouldn't need to take your medication because the Plexus products were great to relieving anxiety. At this point, Nicole just could not take the products and remain associated with Plexus. To her, the claims the distributors were making were very dangerous. Now, here are a few facts that I found about Plexus. 1, they are headquartered in Scottsdale, Arizona. 2, the CEO and co-founder is Tarl Robinson. There is really no information about him on LinkedIn to speak of. He has 2 connections, that's it. And there's no other mention of any employment other than Plexus, which is just weird to me. And I have been seeing this time and time again when I start looking into the faces behind the companies, that they may have a LinkedIn account, but there's just not a lot there. And that's just so strange these days. The other co-founder is Alec Clark, and he is the president also of Plexus. According to LinkedIn, he was the director of global recognition for MonaV, which was a multi-level marketing company that defaulted on, and they owed $182 million on loans, and eventually they were taken over by another company, Junice, I may not be saying that right. He also worked for another MLM called Unicity International. So I find that interesting that, so often, and now I get it, that if you are in a, quote, industry, like for instance, here in Houston, big in oil and gas, you may or may not know that, but people do go from company to company. So when you are in a niche, you do that. But I find it so interesting that working at one MLM and then going to another MLM, I would just think that I don't really know how to put this, but that you're learning on the job in terms of how these organizations work or something, You're getting schooled basically, which I guess that's why, some people break off and then create their own. But we also know, if you've watched video 22, I did this on the Sheffield group, which teaches you how to create your very own MLM, which is, completely and utterly horrifying to me. Wow. I mean, Nicole's story, I think, is so very powerful. And I mean, just my heart breaks for her, because anyone who is in an abusive relationship or contemplating suicide, you're in a really tough spot, and turning to MLM obviously we know is not the answer, but that just really shows that the desperation of looking to get out and not knowing really where to go or how to do it. Because, you're stuck in this relationship and maybe she didn't have the resources and stuff. So I totally get why all of that was going on. Now, I have not done a deep dive into the world of Plexus, but I am curious about its various nuances. If you would like me to do a deep dive into Plexus, let me know in the comments. Granted, it's not going to be all that different from any of the MLMs that I've looked at or that you've looked at on your own if you've done so. They are also very similar because they all promise freedom, freedom, time, money, just more time with your family, just all of those things. It's all of that. They're all selling you the exact same story. And you just have to reach out to a couple of people and get them to start taking the products and join you and blah 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 blah. Just do that consistently, and would the products sell themselves? That is such a crock. It is not that simple. It just isn't. If you are in an abusive relationship, I am going to encourage you to seek some help. I know in Houston there's a lot of free resources for women. But if you're not sure, where to start or anything, I'm going to give you the National Domestic Violence Hotline, which is 1-800-799-7233. And if you are contemplating suicide, please call the National Suicide Prevention number at 1-800-273-8255. If you care to submit any, MLM memes to me or Hun posts, please email those to me at therecoveringhunbot@gmail.com. Also, if you want to share your story, look for the link to my Google form in my video description. You can fill that out and I will craft your story from it. And if I need clarification, there's a way for me to be able to contact you and stuff. Or if you want me to interview you, we can work that out. It's just sometimes it's easier for a form because I'm in Central Time, you might be in another time zone, and trying to get all that coordinated, it can just be kind of difficult. If you enjoy anti-MLM content, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hit the notification bell, and also give this video a thumbs up. That would be so super cool if you did. I really appreciate you spending time with me. And remember, if we want there to be change, it really is up to us to share our stories and get the word out. If you have an MLM story, I encourage you to share it. And if you know someone who has a story, please encourage them to share it as well. Again, you can use the link in my description. You can share my link with people that you know. Just anything to get more stories out there. Also, I want to invite you to file a report with the FTC, also the SEC, and your state authorities, which can vary, from state to state, depending on who looks into these matters. For me, in Texas, is the Attorney General. Most people just go into that good night and they want to put the MLM experience behind them. And I get that. But the MLMs are counting on the fact that you're not going to take action. And because people don't take action, guess what? They just stay around and continue to prey off of people. Imagine if these government entities started getting one report each day for every single MLM that exists. Monday through Friday. Every single MLM that exists, which there's hundreds of them, if those started coming in all the time, I think that would be a very powerful message, and it would really let them know that we think something is rotten in Denmark. Something is wrong with this. And remember, change starts now.